Good morning, children. Welcome to our chemistry online class. We have successfully completed all our portions. And last class, we have revised the chapter Structure of Atom. In this class, we will revise the chapter Atoms and Molecules. What do you know by atoms and molecules? What all things we studied in this chapter? Let's revise. Children, we'll revise the chapter Atoms and Molecules. What all things we studied in this chapter? We studied about Antoine Lavoisier. He established the law of chemical combinations, isn't it? What are those two laws in that? Law of constant proportion and law of conservation of mass and law of constant proportion. Do you remember that laws? Can you define those laws? What are those? According to law of conservation of mass, we know that masses can neither be created nor be destroyed in a chemical reaction. And we have studied one more law, that is law of constant proportion. It is also known as Prout's law. It is stated that according to law of constant proportion, a chemical compound always contains exactly the same proportion of elements by mass. We have studied about John Dalton and John Dalton's atomic theory and his 6 postulates. It is very, very important. What are those? What are his 6 postulates? First one is elements are made of extremely small particles called atoms. And all atoms in an element are identical in size, mass and other properties. Atoms of different elements different in size, mass and other properties. And he also stated that atoms cannot be subdivided, created or destroyed. And atoms of different elements combine in simple all number ratios to form chemical compounds. In a chemical reactions, atoms are combined, separate or rearranged. These are his 6 postulates. And we have seen that how big an atom is. And we identified that atoms are very, very, very small. It is more than our imagination, that much very small. And what are the characters of atoms? Atoms is the smallest particle of matter. All elements are made up of atoms. It's very small, we cannot see atoms by our naked eyes. And does not exist in free state. And they will take part in chemical reaction. Now all the properties of matter depend upon characteristics of atoms. And we know atoms are the building block of an element. And size of atom is indicated by its radius. In ancient time, atom is considered as indivisible. And the last chapter we have studied atoms is divisible. Atoms are made up of proton, neutron and electron. And we have seen symbols of some elements. Chlorine, that is Cl, zinc, that is Zn, sodium, it is Na. These all the reasons also we have studied. We have studied about atomic mass. Mass of the atom is called atomic mass. And for the convenience we are using relative atomic mass. And we have studied about molecules. What are molecules? Atoms are combined to form molecules, isn't it? A molecule is a group of 2 or more atoms that are chemically bonded together. They are bonded together what type of force? They are bonded together by attractive forces. We have studied the name atomicity, the word atomicity. What do you mean by atomicity? Atomicity is the number of atoms are there in a molecule. Form a molecule. And based on the atomicity, we can further classify molecules as monoatomic, diatomic, triatomic and polyatomic. So what is monoatomic, children? Monoatomic. When molecule is formed by a single atom only, then we can call it as monoatomic. Can you tell some examples? Yes. helium, neon. The noble gases will come under monoatomic. Then what is diatomic? Can you define? When molecule is formed by the combination of two atoms, then we can call it as diatomic. Examples: hydrogen, oxygen, nitrogen. These all are diatomic in nature. Will you explain what is triatomic? Yes, very good. When molecule is formed by the combination of three atoms, then we can call it as triatomic molecule. Example, ozone. It is symbol is O3. So we can say that there are three atoms. Then tetraatomic, if it is atoms are 4, we can call it as tetraatomic. Phosphorus P4. Polyatomic, when molecule is formed by the combination of more than two atoms, generally we can call it as polyatomics. Example is S8, that is sulfur. And we know all metals are monoatomic, all gases are diatomic. And we have seen molecules of different elements. This is molecules of same elements. Oxygen and oxygen. These are the examples. And we have studied about ions. What are ions? Particles carrying charge are known as ions. The charge may be either positive or negative. Based on the charges, we can further classify it as, what are the children? Cations and anions. What are cations? Cations having positive charge. For example, Al3 plus, Ca2 plus, Na plus, etc. Anions. Negatively charged ions are known as anions. Example, Cl minus, Br minus, etc. And we know one more thing. What is that? All metals form cations by losing electron. All non-metals form anions by gaining electron. And we know how to write the chemical formula. Steps also we have discussed in previous classes. It is a symbolic representation of its composition. And example, we know the chemical formula is water is H2O, calcium oxide is CaO, ammonia is NH3. And how to write the chemical formula? First we have to write the symbols. Then what is the next step, children? We have to write the valencies and we have to interchange the valencies. These are the steps to write the chemical formula, and we have seen the mole concept. It is a quantity to measure 1 mole of species. So we can define 1 mole of anything is compared as 6.022 into 10 raised to 23 number. This number is known as Avogadro number. Mass of 1 mole of particular substance is always fixed. This number is known as Avogadro number. So, these all about our chapter. These are very important chapter and study well.